unique kaya na nag-predict ng naaabot ng 12 rounds. Karamihan ng mga kahit mga experts, mga fans, partisan or not, no, ang nag-predict na mana-knockout ni Pacquiao. Ang tanong lang kung aling round, di ba? So, bakit mo naisipan na aabot ng 12 rounds itong laban na to?
Sa akin kasi, styles makes fights. And yung style ni Marquez, talagang he gives Pacquiao a hard time. And yung style naman ni Pacquiao gives Marquez a hard time also. And at the same time, these two fighters know each other very well. They are very intelligent fighters. They adapt to the situation and adjust round by round. Kaya I didn't doubt na talagang this will be a hotly contested and competitive fight and will end in a decision.
Okay, speaking of the decision, nag-judge ka na sa mga fights. Objectively speaking, regardless of, kalimutan natin yung nationality mo, sa tingin mo, sinong nanalo ng fight na to?
Nag-score ako nung fight na yon round by round. And at the end of my scoring, when I tallied my scorecard, my scorecard read 114-114 even.
Draw.
Yes, yun ang ano ko, yun ang personal scoring ko hawin nung I was watching the fight live.
Okay, so tingnan natin yung punch stats, no? Yung masusukat naman natin, no? And then pag-usapan natin yung ibang basehan ng scoring, no? Ayon dun sa CompuBox na punch statistics, no? Pacquiao threw more punches. He landed more punches than Marquez, as you can see on our monitor, no? 176 landed punches for Pacquiao versus Marquez. So many more landed punches, no? And it seems he was more aggressive, or at least he threw more punches. And halos even sila doon sa percentage of punches na landed, no? So, doon sa masusukat natin na metrics, malaki yung lamang ni Pacquiao. So, bakit controversial itong laban na to? Why are many people are saying na Marquez should have won the fight? What is not reflected in those statistics? Ano yung nakita ng maraming tao na wala dyan sa mga datos na yan?
I think ang wala sa mga datos na yan, yung drama at yung dramatic effect ng mga punches na naglaland or kumukonekta para kay Marquez. And the reaction of the crowd inside MGM Arena once Marquez lands those punches. Kasi hindi naman natin expected na magiging competitive. Sabi mo nga sa akin kanina, I was one of the very few na expected it to be a competitive fight. So, habang tumatagal, na-frustrated yung mga tao at lalong nagkakaroon ng drama yung every connection ni Marquez na everybody didn't expect na yun ang mangyayari.
Okay. Round by round, saan naman mas lumamang si Marquez? I guess in the early rounds, may parang consensus that Marquez was in fair control of the fight. He was controlling the fight.
Yes, actually yung first round, kung mababalikan mo yung first round, it was a close round, feeling out round lang, and pero all of the judges agreed. Ito namang makikita natin sa screen, sa round number 8, two of the judges scored it for Pacquiao, one of the judges scored it for Marquez. So this is a round na even the three professional judges couldn't agree. Oh, tayo pa kaya na mga sa akin we have lesser knowledge and experience compared to these judges, at kung hindi sila nagkaka-agree, sila na mismo nandun, paano pa kaya tayo? So it's just normal na talagang magkakaroon ng parang disagreement dahil sa subjectivity ng judging a boxing fight.
Okay, masasabi ba natin na si Marquez was leading entering the last rounds, and then humabol na lang si Pacquiao, and that might have impressed the judges more? Kasi may nagsasabi na if you're a challenger, you impress judges most by being more aggressive than the champion. You really need to show that you want to defeat the champion to win. Parang nagkaroon impression that Marquez kind of put on the brakes or let up in the final rounds and allowed Pacquiao to catch up?
Yes, in the 2 of the 3 judges scorecards, dun sa dalawang judges, yun nga ang lumabas. Na first half of the fight, after the first half of the fight, lamang si Marquez. And humabol si Pacquiao on the second half of the fight. Yun yung nakita natin sa 2 of the judges scorecards. Yun namang pangatlong scorecard, iba naman. He had Pacquiao leading sa first half of the fight. At si Marquez naman ang humabol dun sa middle rounds at sa championship rounds, naging divided yung parang mga rounds for Pacquiao and Marquez. So, yun yung difference nung scores nung 3 judges. Although, I admit na the fight could really have gone either way. Ako, if I score a fight, a draw, I could have accepted a Pacquiao win or a Marquez win.
Okay. Alam natin na kasama sa game plan ni Pacquiao na go for body blows, try to weaken his opponent by varying his punches, but parang he was going for the head so much, no? Sa tingin mo ba he veered away from the game plan? Binago niya during the fight yung strategy na napag-usapan nila ni Freddie Roach by not focusing on the body and parang stressing so much on going for the head of his opponent, Marquez?
Alam mo, Howie, sa karanasan natin sa panonood at pag-officiate ng laban, pagbibitaw ng isang body punch is more risky for a counter punch than to punch to the head. Pag suntok mo sa katawan ng kalaban mo, pag suntok mo pababa, open na open ka sa counter punching. So ito si Marquez is a great counter puncher. Iniwasan nila yan. Meron ding mga points na sumuntok siya sa katawan, pero as what we have discussed nung last time na nandito ako sa News to Go, Pacquiao will come a very cautious fight, will be a very cautious fighter in this fight, and it showed. Very cautious sa fight na to. He's not the same overly aggressive, reckless puncher as before. Napag-usapan natin yan at yun nga, as what I've expected. Ang problema nga lang is that hindi yun yung parang ine-expect ng mga tao. Iniisip ng mga tao, hindi, mas malaki ka eh. 2 weight classes, inakyat niya, ikaw matagal ka na dyan. So, you should have run over him.
You should have dominated.
Dominated him more, ganon. So, hindi niya nakuha yung expectation na yun kasi he was very cautious. He was very...
Okay, so the question is why, no? So may nagsasabi na mukhang may mental distractions si pambansang kamao. Sa tingin mo ba may factor yon at mukha ba siya talagang may mental distraction kung bakit ganun nga yung naging estilo niya?
I think sa opinion ko, Howie, in every fight ni Manny Pacquiao, siguro recent, mula nung naging congressman siya, lahat ng fights na niya may distractions na yan. Ang tanong ko ngayon, kung mayroon lahat itong distractions na to at hindi si Marquez ang kalaban, for example, ang kalaban si Mosley or si Margarito, sa tingin mo kaya ganito rin ka-close yung laban? I don't think so. I give respect doon din sa ability ni Marquez kasi kumbaga he gave Manny Pacquiao, sabihin na nating hell, no? Doon sa 12 rounds. It's a hard time, difficult style for Manny Pacquiao to figure out. So, it's Marquez's credit na nahirapan din si Manny Pacquiao. So, yung distractions, I don't think it would affect much kung mahina yung kalaban ni Pacquiao.
Okay, so many people were not satisfied with Pacquiao's performance, pero sometimes controversy is good for sport. Ngayon, pinag-uusapan ng ika-4 na laban sa pagitan ni Pacquiao at Marquez, no? Sa tingin mo ba magaganap ito?
I think so. Malaki ang possibility na mangyari ito kasi Bob Arum himself, nung immediately after the fight, nung in-interview siya, sabi niya he will do his best to talk to the 2 fighters and arrange the 4th fight. Maganda ring laban ito. Although, ako naman personally, equally excited din ako for a Floyd Mayweather-Pacquiao fight kasi based sa pinakita ni Manny Pacquiao dito sa laban na to, I think, no, I just have this gut feel na kung napanood ni Mayweather yon, it attracted him, no, near Manny Pacquiao, and I think it will be easier for him now to negotiate to fight Manny Pacquiao dahil sabi nga nila Pacquiao was exposed in this fight by Marquez.
So in the bigger picture, this fight could have actually been good for boxing, good for entertainment, and good for business. Maraming salamat, Attorney Dan Rex Tapdasan.
Di lang ang buong bansa ang nagdiriwang sa panibagong tagumpay ni Manny Pacquiao dahil pati ang